Hello and welcome everybody to a Duskmourn draft. We are back drafting Duskmourn House of Horror. I haven't done any ranked since the ladder reset, but I'm ready to go back into it. We've done a good solid week of Arena Cube drafts, so I want to get back into Duskmourn. Maybe we'll try a couple of archetypes that we haven't drafted before, but excited to go back and go back to the streets of Duskmourn here. Now, before I head into this draft, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Check out TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. If you want to pick up TCG singles or sealed product at the most competitive prices, make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Additionally, check out HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and life pads, and more, make sure you check out heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Having a little bit of an odd hair day. I've been, this is called headset hair. I don't know if any of you have ever dealt with it. I've been playing some Diablo 2 with some of my close buddies. Shout out Alex and Warren. And also Mr. Llama for giving me a sweet build guide. But anyways, I've been wearing my headphones a lot. If there's any of you who do your hair afterwards, and have any tips, let me know, because Lisa thought I didn't do anything to my hair today. And maybe I should have just put on a cap. Okay, Valgavott's Onslaught right now. Okay, that's not a Valgavott's Onslaught, but that is a Chainsaw and an Optimistic Scavenger. These are, I believe, the two best cards in the pack. Nowhere to Run is also a very solid removal spell. Fungus is also a card that I like. Monstrous Emergence also fine. But I think it's really between the Scavenger and Chainsaw. And I'm going to take the Chainsaw. I think the Scavenger is better if I do end up specifically in blue-white. But otherwise, I'd rather just take Chainsaw. And I think red is a better color than white. And I've been getting kind of burned drafting blue-white recently. So I'm going to just try something a little bit different here. I think the Chainsaw is excellent. If you play this turn 2 to kill something in the late game, this will just win you the game. Follow that up with a Piggy Bank here, which is really, really nice. I do like Exercise and the Glimmer Light as well, and Seize from Slumber, but no reason to not follow up Chainsaw with another premium uncommon here in the Piggy Bank. Great little start here so far, and now we have... Ooh, are we going to go into a little Boros beatdown here? There's a Trapped in the Screen, and that is definitely the best card in this pack. Shard Mage's Rescue is also interesting if I want to go... I mean, it's a fine card, but it's not better than Trapped in the Screen in my opinion. Vicious Clown is okay. I also like Glimmer Burst. Obviously, the blue-red rooms deck isn't something that we haven't really been doing, but I'm not going to go into blue-red rooms because I see a Glimmer Burst. If I see like a late Smoky Lounge, then that would be something worth considering here. But I'd rather just take Trapped in the Screen here, have two solid removal spells to go with the Piggy Bank, and kind of see where the packs go. Moving on to pick number 4. No great red or white card here in general. There's a Vengeful Possession, which is quite nice if I do end up in red-black specifically. So that's something to consider. There's a Meat Locker if I, again, wanted to go red-blue. But again, I don't want to go into red-blue unless it's just so obscenely open. There's a Manifest Dread, which is pretty decent. You know what? I'm just going to take the Vengeful Possession. If I'm super aggro, this card can be fine. And if I end up in red-black, it's an amazing pivot card here. So I'll take the Vengeful Possession over Manifest Dread. Not seeing a ton of green anyways. Now this is interesting. I do see a Cursed Windbreaker, which might be the best card in this pack. It's certainly better than the other blue cards. And I don't really like Grand Entryway very much in red-white. You're just not getting enough punch, in my opinion. So maybe we'll take the Windbreaker here and just kind of see where things go. Blue might be open. Ha! What did I say? I might consider it if I see a Smoky Lounge. Wish I took the Meat Locker now. But red-blue does seem somewhat open. There's a Tunnel Surveyor here. And look, I'm not going for rank 1 this month around. So let's see. Right? I am certainly seeing red and blue cards. Let's see if this is the direction that we want to end up. Now we have the interesting choice between Ghostly Keybearer and Ticket Booth. And I actually think I'm going to take the Ticket Booth. This card's fine, but I always just like having the early part of my mana curve covered here. And I like the Ticket Booth. It's also a nice way to use the Smoky Lounge mana on top of that, and it's just cheaper. So I'll take the Ticket Booth over the Keybearer. And now there's a Meat Locker, which I will take over the second Ticket Booth. I like having some amount of card draw. I like Ticket Booth as well, but I like having a little mix of the two. And now there's an Intruding Soul Rager. I think I will take that over Ticket Booth, just to have a nice 2-drop to play in this deck. Okay, things are shaping up nicely here, and we could even potentially splash the Trapped in the Screen. I don't really care too much about Tunnel Surveyor, although I kind of feel like I just want to keep things blue-red. Yeah, you know what? I'm just not gonna splash. Like, sure, Trapped in the Screen is a fine card to splash, but let's just keep things 2 colors here. And take a card that's totally fine for the purposes of my mana curve. And yeah, hey, you know, we got a bunch of uncommons here, right? Tunnel Surveyor and the Ticket Booth. I feel like we're going to see more Ticket Booth and Overlord of the Flood Pits. Okay. That's another optimistic scavenger, but Overlord of the Flood Pits is one of the best creatures in the entire format. Love to see that in my deck. And blue-red, can we make it happen? 1, 2, 3 rooms so far. Obviously want to pick up more rooms here for the Smoky Lounge, but given the number of Ticket Booths we saw in the first pack, I think it's going to be not too difficult to pick up more. Oh my gosh. Actually, what do you like better? Do you like Scavenger or Gremlin Tamer in blue-white? Look, white was not very open in pack 1. Trapped in the Screen pick 3 was the only white card that we saw, so I just, can't really take those, even though, yeah, we're solidly blue-red. There's a Jolly Balloon Man, but you know what? Razorkin Horde Caller is a premium uncommon as well, so happy enough playing that to be the top end of my mana curve. That is another Smoky Lounge. And hopefully we table the blue-red Lighthouse. Okay. Hey, you know what? Smoky Lounge, Can I put it here as a 4-mana creature? I guess you don't play it as a 4-mana creature all that often. Here we'll slam Unable to Scream. Good interactive spell. This is our second hard removal spell, which is nice. And then there's a Ticket Booth here that hopefully tables. Ticket Booths for days even. And with the number of Manifest that I kind of anticipate getting, maybe we can pick up some Paranormal Analysts as well. That would also be nice. But Unable to Scream Chainsaw, good interaction, reasonable curve, and a bomb in Overlord and Smoky Lounge right now. It's getting there. We have 4 rooms. It is getting there. Where are my room cards? Where are my room cards? I don't see a room card. I guess, you know what? Peeper in a room deck is probably quite decent, actually. I never draft blue-red, so I don't know, but there's nothing else I'll consider here. So let's take the Peeper. Now we have an interesting choice. Keybearer or Meat Locker. You know, honestly, I think it's just the rooms. You just keep taking the rooms. With the double Smoky Lounge, I just want a critical mass of rooms anyways. And we also have the Intruding Soul Rager. So, yeah. And honestly, the Keybearer, look, if it was like a 4-mana 2/4 flyer, there's just so many ways to kill the Keybearer. Fear of Infinity, if I get this fixing. Shroud Stomper, that's another deck I want to draft, the Black-White Reanimator deck. I'll take the Razorkin here, but probably not going to play it. Although we're not tabling anything here. This is becoming a concern. So, Friendly Teddy I might have to play as a 2-mana card, although I don't necessarily want to. We'll put, we'll have our maybe pile here. There's a big pile of maybe cards that don't look particularly... Gremlin Tamer tabled. Remember week 1 of the format where it was literally impossible to draft blue-white? Yeah, well, that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. I'll take the Inferno just because I do feel like I need another removal spell. Just a way to kill something big. And a Ticket Booth tabled. Very, very happy about that. If I don't have enough 2-drops, then I will definitely consider Don't Make a Sound, although I don't want to play it right now. I think we don't have to. These are also not insane here. Take the Murky Sewer. We do have Fear of Infinity, although I don't think that's going to happen. All right, Scorching Dragonfire. Definitely going to take it here over Piggy Bank. The thing with the Rooms deck is you just need to find ways to survive. And this is an excellent way to kill those Gremlin Tamers and all those signpost cards. So I think it's more important to have that than Piggy Bank in this deck, because this is not really kind of an aggressive deck. It's kind of a blue-red Rooms, right? At least this version seems more like a control deck here. And hey, look, we did pick up Paranormal Analyst. Unwilling Vessel is also fine, but I'm in the market for a 2-drop. I'm definitely in the market for a 2-drop, so very, very happy with the Analyst. Maybe the Vessel will actually table, but I won't mind the Soul Rager tabling as well. We have 1, 2... oh, wait, hold on. Now the Curse Windbreaker makes its way back in. We have 3 ways to manifest for the time being. There is an Oblivious Bookworm. Oof. Oof. It's okay. We got the Unable to Scream. We're good. We got the Unable to Scream, but some nice uncommons here in this pack. But happy enough taking another great cheap removal spell here. So our interaction's looking good. Our interaction's looking quite solid here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 removal spells and a couple of stun effects, which is nice. Actually, yeah, I don't know how easy it is for me to get Delirium. Oh my gosh, Unnerving Grasp this late. Blue and white certainly seem open. I will slam the Unnerving Grasp. Well, actually, I don't know about white, but blue definitely seems open. Perfect card to go with our Paranormal Analyst here. And now we have the choice between Twist Reality and Rampaging Soul Rager. Yeah, I really like Twist Reality, so I'm going to take it here. Another Unable to Scream, okay. All right, well, now I don't need to play the Impossible Inferno anymore. Now I'll take another Cursed Windbreaker just to have more good 3-mana plays here to go with the Paranormal Analyst. Now we have Fear of Imposters versus Vanish from Sight. Don't really have any eerie effects, and I do like Vanish from Sight as an interactive spell, so really tricky deck here. Twist Reality, Vanish from Sight. Meatlocker is going to be our source of card advantage along with Overlord of the Flood Pits. So liking this configuration. And we don't have too many creatures, but with triple Unable to Scream, Chainsaw, and Scorching Dragonfire, that seems like plenty of things to do in the early game. And like I said, certainly there are 2-mana plays here available that I can put into my deck. The Peeper looking like one of the better options here, given the enchantments that I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unable to Scream, kinda. Don't really like the Megalodon. But it is a nice thing to manifest, I will say. All right, blue-red rooms. I wish I got more rooms. I took a lot of rooms, I feel. We have 6 right now. Did I need to be even more aggressive taking rooms, or is 6 a reasonable number? Look, every time I had the opportunity to take a room versus the Ghosty Keybearer, I feel like I took the room. Maybe other people are also trying to do the room thing. So now I don't know that the Rampaging Soul Rager is even good. I just don't think I have enough rooms, actually. Also, I don't know that it's necessary to... Like, for example, I think the Tunnel Surveyor might just be a better card here. But we shall see. Nothing. Okay, you know what? Let's just quickly put these in. But I feel like I'm probably going to cut all of them. All right, let's do it by mana curve. Oh, before I build this deck, because I'm going to try a different timing on this, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content so far, and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Definitely want to give a special shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support, as it really does mean a lot. I do post a monthly video specifically for members of the Haumph tier and above on my Patreon, and I just released a Stipulation Arena Cube Draft video featuring my son. The last time I did a draft with my son was when he was 2 years old, so now he's 11, and he drafted the entire deck, and then we got to play it together. Definitely take a look and check it out. All right, let's take a look here. This doesn't feel like a Paranormal Fly deck. I don't really like the Teddy. I think I have enough removal where I don't need the... We have so many 3s. I don't think I need the Soul Rager, or the Razorkin, or the Megalodon, or the Inferno. Okay, now we just need to cut one more card? And then, you know what, let's do... The way I do my curve... Oh, no, I think this is actually the deck. The way I do my curve is by creatures that enter the battlefield, so like all my ticket booths and stuff, and then all my spells I just put on the right side, because you don't know when you're actually going to cast your spells. So this is my spell stack here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-ish removal spells. Decent curve. What's our creature count looking like? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then Smoky Lounge also counts, 13, 14. Okay, and then Twist Reality sometimes. So that seems decent. Our enchantment count is 10. So the Creeping Peeper looking pretty good. Obviously not super good with the Unable to Scream, but if I can use the mana to ramp out, use the mana for the Smoky Lounges, the Ticket Boots, and the Overlord, and the Meat Lockers, it still seems worth, and I'm low on 2 mana plays, so I think it's a totally fine card. You know what? I'm the Rooms deck. I'll try it out. I'll try it out. So this gives me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 3-mana cards. Can I cut Vanish from Sight? How good is Vanish from Sight in this deck? I don't really have any Delirium cards, and I have an Unnerving Grasp already. All right, I'll cut Vanish from Sight. Let's try this. Yeah, I just, you know, I need to probably take a slightly different approach here, and I like Vanish from Sight a little more when I have access to Delirium, and this deck has plenty of removal. So I think I probably need it a little bit less. So just interested in more creatures. All right. No 2-mana plays here, but our deck, of course, doesn't have that many. But no cheap interaction either. But I think the Unnerving Grasp is really what saves this hand. And we drew Unable to Scream, which is great. Our opponent playing black-white, likely going to have a 2-mana play here. And yeah, I'm just going to... Oh, never mind. I was going to fire off Unable to Scream on the Cheerleader, but now I can just go Chainsaw. Nice tempo-y hand here. Tempo-y? Is that a word? Let's see what they got. I kind of want to lead things off here with the Smoky Lounge if possible. I think I can afford to take the damage here. You just want to get this going as quickly as possible. Because next turn we'll have access to 6 mana. So we can cast like Meat Locker. Or Unnerving Grasp. Certainly want to use the mana here if possible. Yeah, so why don't we go Meat Locker? It's already tapped down. And then we can just play Curse Windbreaker. Look, there's a world where I can Unnerving Grasp my Ticket Booth. Although Unnerving Grasping my Curse Windbreaker seems better. Or even one of my rooms. Lot to do. Lot of good options. If they activate Widow's Walk, that is just not... I don't think that's a recipe to success here. So they don't really have a ton of pressure here, so this might be a good opportunity to activate Drowned Diner. I don't really care to bounce the Veteran Survivor. Okay, let's pitch an island, I guess. This is 2 to equip. The question here is whether or not I want to trade my creature for the Survivor. I actually think I do. I think it's fine. And honestly, I really do feel like I probably should bounce one of these cards. Wow. That is aggressive. That is very aggressive. Goodness. Okay. Fair enough. Let's play another Smoky Lounge. And now we have some options. I don't know that I care about countering something right now. I mean, I can just make a 5/5 flyer. That seems pretty good. And then we can cast Unable to Scream on something. Alright. Let's go with that. We're going to take 3 here from the Survivor. We're going to have access to so much mana. Yeah, double Smoky Lounge mana. That's going to be super strong. All right, well, this is what the blue-red deck's trying to do, right? So, right, our creature dies, Chainsaw grows, Veteran Survivor now has 2 counters on it. We do have access to Twist Reality, which I do want to use at some point. Trapped in the Screen on, oh, the Misty Salon. Oh. Great hand from the opponent, honestly. Really great hand. Yep, they took away a bunch of my mana as well. Oh my gosh. Fantastic hand, opponent. Fantastic hand. Man, bouncing Chainsaw seems kind of bad. I mean, I feel like bouncing the Meat Locker just gets me the most value, right? Okay, let's manifest Overlord of the Flood Pits, I guess. And then we can play Meat Locker here. I guess we target this, and then we'll pass. Yeah, I actually, maybe, the thing is, yeah, I don't know if it's better to draw 3, discard 1, or make a 4/4 flyer. Maybe the 4/4 flyer is better. Okay, that's fine. I bet they drew something. Oh, they didn't. Okay. All right, now what? I have access to 8 mana with my lands. The question is, do I want to flip this over, or do I just want to play something like a Cursed Windbreaker and let them do this? They have 1 card in hand. Maybe I just don't keep up Twist Reality. Yeah, I guess I just don't use Drowned Diner. Now I just don't know whether or not I should keep up Twist Reality or just play a creature. This gets hexproof? Yeah, I'm just gonna manifest that instant speed. Play around like sorcery speed stuff. Alright. Our opponent scooped it up. Overlord of the Flood Pits, getting it done. Okay! This deck seems sweet. How good is it? Who knows? But it definitely feels sweet. Alright, opponent on the play here. Great hand. Island, Mountain, Unable to Scream, Meat Locker, Piggy Bank, Dragonfire, and Horde Caller. So just need to rattle off some lands here. And this hand looks great. Alright, drew a land immediately. That's fantastic. Red-white beats from the opponent. And we have a nice turn 2 play here. And little Piggy Bank. Oh, it's a Dragonfire. There's a delay. It's a Dragonfire. Oh no, that's not as bad. I mean, it feels bad that their untimely malfunction actually did something, but it feels okay knowing that this didn't get exiled and I have a treasure. Vicious Clown is the play from the opponent here. This is actually really interesting. I want to be able to play the Horde Caller. Yeah, I'm actually going to do this. The reason being is now I can still cast Scorching Dragonfire potentially on their follow-up play. And then I can untap if I draw a land and play the Horde Caller. Haunted Screen is such an odd inclusion. Land. Alright, great. Thank you, Piggy Bank. Thank you, Piggy Bank. They can't have anything with Haunted Scream, can they? That doesn't do anything. I guess it gives them a 2/2. It doesn't do anything in the sense that my Razorkin Horde Caller is still alive. Obviously, they can have a removal spell here for the Horde Caller, but we still get a nice little 1/1 out of the deal. They're going to attack us now. What kind of... what? Okay. This has got to be a good creature or something. No, it's just a stupid land. Okay. Anyways, we got the double spell here. Creeping Peeper actually looking pretty decent here with the Meat Locker in our hand. If we draw a land, we can go Meat Locker plus Cursed Windbreaker. If we don't draw a land, maybe we just go Drowned Diner, but pretty tempted to just play the Cursed Windbreaker. We did draw the land here, so this is perfect. We can just Meat Locker the Phantom. No, wait a second. Oh! Auto Tapper! Oh my gosh. See, this shows you how often I play with the card Creeping Peeper. Yep, I needed to tap the Creeping Peeper to play the Meat Locker. That is highly unfortunate. Hopefully it doesn't cost us. I should have another flyer in play. That's so bad. Like, little sequencing errors like that can be the difference between a win or a loss. So, That was very, very bad for us. Oh my gosh. We have plenty of mana, I think, at this point. Okay. Alright. Let's win with some flyer, shall we? Bouncing this certainly seems decent. I guess I can bounce trapped in the screen, but I just get a 1/1 out of the deal. Wait, I can't actually do that. Sure. I suppose I could have bounced my meat locker to try to get more value, but this feels like it sets them back pretty well. And I can curse Windbreaker again next turn. Oh, Glimmer, okay. What kind of attack is this? Okay. I'm kind of offended with these attacks. Oh, wait, you know what? Sorry, I apologize. This, I forgot. I just forgot, okay? I forgot that the ladder reset. My bad. Like, I'm not, we're not in the Mythic Division, let's just put it that way. Well, I think that we played all of our Manifest cards, by the way. They took it all? Okay. It looks like they're gonna kill my Unable to Scream here. Oh, that's extremely good. That is extremely good. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Whoa, I didn't expect a double removal spell turn. That's huge. Cursed Windbreaker is gone? Okay. Let's minimize the damage. Obviously, they get a trigger here, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. They gained a bunch of life, which is really annoying. That is an MVS from the opponent. I have access to 3, 6, 7, 8 mana. I can flip this up, but that doesn't do anything. I'm kind of interested in just meat lockering the Glimmer for a bit, so let's just go ahead and do that. Oh no. Oh no. Is it Ward 2 or Ward 1? No! The auto oh no, I messed it up! Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? This is what I get for making fun of ranks. I screwed this up. I screwed this up. I literally screwed this up. Right? It's got Ward 4. It's so... I'm so stupid. I am so incredibly dumb. Oh my gosh. I deserve to lose. I really do. I truly do deserve to lose. Unbelievable, Paul. I can't... So what, you play Arena Cube for a week and this is what happens? Unreal. You know what I mean? Unreal. I'm gonna cut Creeping Peeper from my deck just because I play so poorly with it. You know what I mean? Ridiculous. This is ridiculous. 4, 5, 6. I have 8 mana. I can make a 5/5 flyer. They can make a 5/6. So I need to make a 6/6. This time I will intentionally do this, then do this to make a 6/6. Oh my gosh. I'm so upset with myself. Alright, let's hope they don't have a removal spell. They can't attack me. Or I have a 6/6. Does this go... Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Okay. That thing's huge. But I think we'll be okay. Like, we just... Yeah, this is still fine. They're gonna just attack, Desperation attack with everything. Oh my gosh. This Peeper, I'm gonna have nightmares about this Peeper. Honestly, that one was a mistake. I just forgot that Shelter by Ghosts also gives Ward 2. That I forgot that I had to pay 4 for this. I should have just played the land, obviously. And this game wouldn't have been close. They wouldn't have been able to gain the life off of this. So. Alright, so here. Alright. So they're gonna die to my flyers. Chainsaw is extremely gigantic. Alright. Woo! Oh man, I do apologize, viewers. I know you're tuning in to learn how to play Magic or how to improve your game. And the errors that I made here, unacceptable. Let's keep it going though. Hey. You live by the room, you die by the room. Am I right? If this hand loses, so be it. I just hope I'm not playing against like red-white or something. Okay. That's a 2-mana creature, it can block. Abandoned Campground is a little bit scary. Okay, Cheerleader is not that scary. Alright. I need... Well, hey, this hand is exactly why I wanted to play more islands, by the way. Could you, an island off the top would be incredible. Island off the top rope, please. I can't think of a better card, honestly, to draw. Oh, trapped in the screen, huh? Okay. That was good. Good answer. This thing flies, so... That was actually the perfect answer. Hey, their deck looks great. We need to draw some islands here. Need to draw some islands. Next turn I can go Meat Locker plus Scorching Dragonfire. Looks like a Sheltered by Ghosts here, actually. Are they gonna kill my Smoky Lounge? Okay, I need a land here now. Alright, Arena, don't do this to me. Like, let me at least... I don't want to unable to scream this, because I'm gonna get it back. You know what I mean? Like, I still need to kill it to get my Smoky Lounge back. But the thing is, I have to pay the mana. It's just... It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. I'll just wait till I draw land number 4. Man, Trapped in the Screen, Shelter by Ghost, Split Skin Doll? Is this just premium white uncommons deck? You have another Shelter by Ghosts? What are you putting on this thing now? Ethereal Armor? If they put Ethereal Armor on this, I don't know. Looks like they had a lot of options there, so kind of scary. 4 mana? Okay. I don't even know what their second color is. I'm just doing this so I can, if I play another Meat Locker, I can, you know, my Soul Rager becomes huge. They could have Seize from Slumber, I guess. I don't know. Banish from... I definitely don't want to draw that. And the problem with the Creeper, the Creeping Peeper, is that it doesn't actually help me cast Scorching Dragonfire to kill the Cheerleader. I mean, they've played only good cards so far. Only good cards so far. Oh, this is brutal. The problem is if I'm unable to Scream here, I can't really cast anything else. But I feel like I almost have to, because I feel like I need to kill this Cheerleader with the Dragonfire. So, not ideal. But it is what it is. Flood Pitch Drowner, jeez. Like I said, I still need to save this Dragonfire. Oh my gosh. This is... I mean, I gotta kill this now. Oh, we're gonna lose. Our opponent has a very solid blue-white deck, and we drafted a Rooms deck. What do you want from me? I drafted a Rooms deck. If I kill this, I get this back, but it's locked. Like, how do I... 4 or 5? Yeah, I'm super dead. Unless this room doesn't work the way that I want. Yeah, 3... Yeah, we're dead. Alright. Look, if my... Oftentimes, people won't have answers for your rooms. But if your opponent goes trapped into the screen into Sheltered by Ghost to kill both of your Smoky Lounges, that literally destroys my entire deck. Also, if I could have found land number 4 a turn sooner to kill the Cheerleader, this would have been a totally different game. But that is the nature of the beast. Man, that hand was so good too. Okay. Alright. We're just running into 47,000 Sheltered by Ghosts, it seems. Alright, if I don't draw land here, I mean, we just lose, but I'm not going to mulligan Island, Mountain, Overlord of the Flood Pits, all 3 drops. You know what I mean? Alright, we did find a land here, which is fantastic. Now the question is, do I run out the Smoky Lounge here? I think the answer is yes. We want to just leverage the mana from this as soon as possible, and that'll just help in the long term. Because next turn, if I do draw a land, I can play the Ticket Booth plus Tunnel Surveyor, or actually the Rampaging Soul Rager is even better. Black-Red can't really kill enchantments very well. Wow, they played nothing. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and play the Ticket Booth. We can go Ticket Booth plus Scorching Dragonfire, which I think is pretty nice. Just pass. Wish we could have been a little more efficient with this turn, but I think it's still fine. We have Unable to Scream as well for more removal. Hey, yeah, that was a totally fine turn. Totally fine turn. So now we have access to 2 mana. 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, technically. This costs 4 mana to unlock. That's not ideal. It's a 4-1. I feel like Tunnel Surveyor is just a play this turn. It's not the sexiest play, but it gives us 2 blockers for the Cultist. Whereas everything else just puts 1 creature in play. Now, next turn, if I draw a land, I can go Rampaging Soul Rager plus make a 3/3 flyer, which isn't terrible. Infernal Phantom, okay. Too bad this comes into play tapped. Access to 4 mana. Let's make a flyer. Let's target this. Let's just use our mana efficiently. And pass. Hey, we even have Tunnel of Hate as an option. Although I'm pretty interested in just running out Overlord of the Flood Pits here. Good shot to have a removal spell, though. Actually, that's the interesting thing. Because I'm playing against Rakdos, although if they had a removal spell, I think it's pretty likely that they're going to want to kill my 3/3 flyer. Like, I can see the argument for impending with the Overlord of the Flood Pits. Assuming I have other things to do with my mana. Like, if I draw a land, maybe I want to go impend Overlord plus play the Soul Rager. Maybe I should have attacked with Tunnel Surveyor to try to trade with a Cultist. Because if that trade happens, then I can play the Soul Rager and not have to worry about a 4/1 in play. Okay, Glimmerlight. Doesn't do much. I think there's a pretty good shot to have Final Vengeance here. Disturbing Mirth. That's a good one. I don't really care. But it's a good one. Okay, I care a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I care a little bit. They have 4 cards in hand. I'm just playing the Overlord. It's like, if it's kind of forces them to kill the Overlord, obviously. Okay. Oh, this is stupid. They have Vengeful Possession plus Final Vengeance. That is absolutely absurd. Which they're going to use to kill my 3/3 flyer. But what can you do? I mean, hopefully they don't have a way to kill the Mirth, but being able to, like, I'm telling you right now, every single time I play Overlord of the Flood Pits, I get value destroyed. Absolutely value destroyed. It's not even close. Like, this has gotten comeback wronged like 4 times. Now it's been threatened. It's stupid, honestly. It's actually, like, absurdly silly. Alright. Week 7 of the format, everybody just has block constructed decks, and here I am with my rooms. Actually, I played an Overlord. That's not true. They have double Disturbing Mirth, Final Vengeance, Vengeful Possession combo, and then an Unstoppable Slasher. Not sure what I'm supposed to do. Whatever. Alright, we're at 6 life. It makes getting hit by the Slasher not as bad. So we're both going to be kind of chump blocking for each other for a bit. I'm hoping that the Cursed Windbreaker on the Soul Rager, that's a 2-turn clock, right? Oh no, it's not a 2-turn clock. Well, after I fling a room it is, yes. So hopefully I have enough blockers here, and hopefully they're out of action, but they've drawn a lot of cards here with the Disturbing Mirth. I'm at 6 life and they just played Balemerc Leech, so they're going to play another enchantment here. Nope, it's a Sawblade Skin Ripper. And a Deface Gallery, which I don't care about. That I feel like that's really odd. Okay. So we just block here, block here. Block here. I mean, this is very precarious. I guess they have the Sawblade Skin Ripper, right? What can I hit with the Cursed Windbreaker? Nothing. I guess I should just attack with the Vigilance creature. I don't think they're going to block. Very close. Their deck is amazing. They just have a, like, yeah. Their deck is really, really good. Our opponent's just trying to preserve their life total here. I don't think I love this block, but yeah. All right, what you got? They have a lot of great options. I mean, the Sawblade Skin Ripper can just almost kill me by itself. They can draw cards off the Painter's Studio. They have Disturbing Mirth. I mean, their deck is absurd. Like losing to the Shelter by Ghost, that one felt like an anomaly. This one, like, I legitimately feel like my opponent has a very good deck. Look, they just hit Comeback wrong off of Painter's Studio. They decided to kill that for some reason and not my Soul Rager. It's not like it has haste. Does it get haste? No. I mean, there's nothing. I'm just dead here. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. Alright. GG's Project Willer. They got to live every dream. They got to steal my Overlord of the Flood Pits and sacrifice it. Double Disturbing Mirth with the Skin Ripper. Their deck is awesome. I should have impendinged my my Overlord, I guess. Okay, 2-2. You know, I thought this was going to go a little bit better. I'm not going to lie to you folks. Thought my deck was kind of sweet, but we are losing to a lot of good decks. Alright, 3 islands and a mountain, unable to scream Twist Reality and Scorching Dragonfire. Nice controlling hand. If we can find some Meat Lockers and Overlord of the Flood Pits to draw some cards, that would be great. Let's keep this. Plains, okay. Soul Rager, nice 3 mana 1/4. Okay. We're playing the control game here, friends. You have to play something this turn. You can't keep this hand. What do you have? Don't make a sound? I mean, whatever. Like, they must have had like a handful of removal, right? Trapped in the screens and unable to screams. Something like that. Otherwise, this hand is just simply unkeepable. I can take a little bit of damage here. I want to save the unable to scream for something bigger. Sure. I just feel like they had Cease from Slumber or something. I'd rather just kill a creature here. If they flip this up, I can unable to scream it on the following turn. And play Horde Caller, and I have Twist Reality as an option here. I think my opponent is a control player. It just... something, it just... You know what I mean? Doesn't it feel that way? I think my opponent is a control player. I know control players when I see one. So, just trying to keep the board clear. Overlord of the Flood Pits will come into play at some point. I want to keep up this Twist Reality for as long as possible. Look, they didn't even manifest the Stay Hidden, Stay Silent. You know what I mean? So, like, clearly they have something, right? So for that reason, I'm just gonna chill here with my counterspell. I have the Overlord that's coming in, so I'm the one that's got the pressure here. Look at you. Doesn't come back. Doesn't come back. But whatever. Ooh. So, yeah, like I said, it feels like they have Unable to Scream. And I don't need... What are you going to target? Like, they need to have 2 removal spells here, right? They need to kill my Overlord and the Horde Caller. We have access to 6 mana, so a land, we can make a 2/2 flyer. Bottomless pool on? Bouncing Overlord of the Flood Pits feels really bad. You should probably bounce the Horde Caller. Unless you have a removal spell for something else. Alright, they saw the line. Hover ship on the Overlord, sure. It's good. That was a great turn. Underwater tunnel. Okay. So I mean, our only play is to just hover ship again, so. Next turn, they won't have the mana to make a 3/3 and hit me with the hover ship, so that's good. Alright, so they have a nice little Bant deck. I don't know what the green... Oh, the green splash is for Zimone, which is very good. Lots of rooms, but most of the rooms don't do much. So if they manifest this, it... Oh, oh, okay. Sure. That is not bad. I can get really aggressive here and Unable to Scream this face down card and then try to attack with my Horde Caller. I think I will. Because if they try to kill my Horde Caller... Wait, what is this? They didn't even crew the hover ship. Okay. Okay. A little too much value. A little too much value. Okay, at least we got our 3 wins. Oh my gosh. The struggle is real. We timed our wins and losses kind of... We needed to win like 4 in a row to rank up, but whatever. Okay, we have a hand that needs mountains. I think I'm still going to keep this. Unable to Scream and Creeping Peeper in hand. Ooh, Overlord of the Flood Pits. Wildfire Wickerfolk, okay. I will offer the trade. Sure. Do you have another 2-mana play? Flesh Burrower, okay. Mountain? Nice. Let's try to keep things reasonable here, friend. I mean, I'm 1 mana away from just casting this. Unable to Scream was obviously a fantastic draw. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go Curse Windbreaker here and then play Unable to Scream on the Razorkin. Ooh, that was a good hit. Manifest Dread, okay. They have Delirium now. Meat Locker and Overlord of the... So now this becomes a little bit more interesting here. What have they been? A forest? Guess we'll just play the Soul Rager. Thing is, if I draw a bunch of good cards, like I don't even know what I would block anyways. You know what I mean? Frantic Search? Frantic Strength? Sure. You're just growing my chainsaw. That's all. But yeah, they're on 4 lands all spells, and I'm on 4 lands all spells. Okay, good thing they killed that. So now we're going to draw the land here for the Overlord, right? Perfect. Man, we kind of drew perfectly this game. Now, like, obviously they can still have an answer here. Wow, they hit the Beastie as well? Okay. Would they have a bite spell here, maybe? Nope. No answer to the Overlord. They had a great start. We just drew the unable to scream on the Razorkin was so clutch. That was really, really big. And now 4-2 with blue-red rooms. How is my opponent Mythic 97 already? They've been grinding. It's like November 6th. That's a lot of magic. Which means they might even be, yeah. Anyways. That means they're just going to be a very formidable opponent, that's all. But our hand's good. A lot of good removal. Grasping long neck from the opponent. I see your long neck and play a Tunnel Surveyor. Cautious Survivor. Okay. Let's play Ticket Booth. Like, if they want to use a removal spell on my Manifest creature to get in for 4 and spend their turn, so be it, right? That's kind of where I'm at here. Kind of need a little more action here. All right, really, we have a really good answer to that in the Chainsaw. Why do we draw the Paranormal Analyst now? Unlucky. They really don't want to block. It's fine. The thing is, like, they can attack me with the long neck if they want. That's totally fine. Alright. Plenty of good blockers here for the opponent. So, hey, why don't we just draw a Manifest card? Or Overlord of the Flood Pits. I would also appreciate that. Oh, we did draw a Manifest card. That's actually a really interesting Manifest card to draw as well. What do I want to attack with? I do have Tunnel of Hate. We'll get in for 2. Wow, our opponent just hates taking damage. Let's equip. We'll make it so that the Glimmer can trade with something. Like, now they just don't have an attack that they really like. We'll counter that. Now I guess we can Tunnel of Hate. Oof, that was a nice little curve. We just need some card advantage cards. I'm very happy just trying to get more chainsaw counters going. But obviously they're happy surveilling there too. Wow, that's actually insane. That is actually insane. I can bounce my Ticket Booth for infinite Paranormal Analyst value. How good is that? How good is that? That is absurd value with Paranormal Analyst. It's not once each turn, right? Yeah. So let's do this. Let's bounce this. It's just draw a card. Look at this. This is sickening. Oh, I guess I'll get a Meat Locker back. Woo! That was a good turn. Good turn. And we have a Chainsaw on 3, by the way. 2 removal spells in hand. They're at 12. We just drew... the Paranormal Analyst just drew us like 2 cards. It was great. I don't have time to be flipping this. I can just keep casting a bunch of other stuff. Why don't we play the 3-mana 4/4 and pass? Okay, this is looking great. Is there a sweeper? Is there a white wrath of some kind? There is a power 3 or greater card. But yeah, what a good draw here from us. This was perfect. Paranormal Analyst. I love this card. I love this card. You just put it in your deck, and you have like 3 or 4. Even with like 3 or 4 manifest cards, it's just fine. It's a 2-mana 1/3 that every now and then just draws you cards. And sometimes it draws. If you ever cast 2 spells, if you ever cast 2 manifest spells with an Analyst in play, it kind of feels like it's over, right? Okay, 5 wins. 5 wins. People asked me to draft different archetypes. I did, and we have 5 wins. This is already a win. Okay. I will keep this. But every time I have Peeper in my opener, something bad happens. So I don't know if I trust myself with this Peeper. Oh no, last time I traded. That's the best use of a Peeper. Do you think they exile my Peeper? Or just keep the 2-1 around? Looks like they're keeping the 2-1 around. Ooh! The sizing of this is so perfect on this board. Scorching Dragonfire, excellent answer to the Unwilling Vessel. It looks like they're really dead set on getting as aggressive as possible here. Which is fine by me. The only issue here is just lack of red mana. Like, I want to kill this, but I can play basically Scorching Dragonfire plus Meat Locker. But Meat Lockering a Glimmerlight token seems kind of underwhelming, but maybe I just do it anyways. Just for using mana. Sure. Like, it does cost a mana to move the Glimmerlight. Friendly, hey, look, they could have got me they could have gotten me rather for a good chunk of damage there. That was really, really good. So why don't we go Paranormal Analyst into Ticket Booth. And then let's find a Unable to Scream maybe. Huh. I don't think I need the other land. So let's just get back the Horde Caller. Alright, we were able to get some advantages there. We're still at 18 life. Looks like they have a solid blue-white, very aggressively slanted, like a blue-white tempo deck here. So we need to be careful, of course. We have plenty of things to do with our mana. That's for sure. And a lot of it obviously just depends on how much mana they leave open and what they play and whether or not they choose to attack. Like, I have a pretty decent board here. So I don't know if they necessarily attack me with a Ghost. And if they play another creature to double block, then maybe I don't play the Horde Caller. Oh, Unnerving Grasp. Okay. Fair. I don't know that they attack. We'll see. Maybe they do. If they have a Seize from Slumber, certainly they will. Okay. So it makes me want to cast the Horde Caller less on this board. And makes me want to Ticket Booth instead. But I would need to find another play. So maybe that's not ideal. Maybe I play the Horde Caller anyways. Just because it's such a good use of my mana. And it just adds a big permanent in play. Yeah, I'm going to just do this. Just, it uses the vast majority of my mana here. And I think that's worth. Obviously, they can use a removal spell on this or whatever. But if I had an extra mana, then I could have drowned and Ticket Booth, but I didn't. What a follow-up. Jesus. This is insane. Our opponent has a Unnerving Grasp, Flood Pitch Drowner, Gremlin Tamer. Their deck is legit. Their deck is definitely legit. I don't know that I have time for the Drowned Diner, honestly. I think I want a ticket booth and keep up Twist Reality. At least for this turn. So I want a Creeping Peeper and play just have an extra blocker for the Gremlin Tamer. Ooh, that was amazing. So let's manifest that. Let's return Unable to Scream. Let's Unable to Scream the Tamer. Play a land. And no attacks. They have one card left in their hand. Alright, they're going to hit me for 3 in the air. I think, especially given that I have the Drowned Diner, I should probably just hold on to Twist Reality. Although now I'm kind of leaning towards playing Cursed Windbreaker here. I don't know. Maybe I don't have to. At least this turn. I think this face down card is a nothing burger. That's okay. Alright, we're at 10 life. We just need to find an answer to the friendly ghost and we're okay. Wow. Unnerving Grasp is fantastic, but I don't need to use it just yet. I think... Yeah, there's just nothing I'm that interested in bouncing. Obviously, bouncing Ticket Booth is awesome, but I can also just play Cursed Windbreakers, right? So, no reason to stray away from that. A land actually wouldn't be terrible, because then I can play double Cursed Windbreaker. Man, this Paranormal Analyst is being absurdly good. Wow! Well, that's incredible. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I have 15 cards left in my deck. Ooh, wow. This is just like too much value. I actually don't know that I want this Meat Locker. Everything else just looks so obscenely good. Because this is just a ginormous flyer. And I don't need to draw more cards. So yeah, I think it's the Meat Locker. And I'm just going to pass. Because I got to be worried about decking myself with the Overlord and all this Manifest too. So the value of the Meat Locker is not very high here. And then the Drowned Diner is also not particularly strong. So... Glimmer Burst. Yep. Feel like this is just too much value. Unable to scream as well. Goodness! Just kind of have it all. I have 8 mana. Do I just want to make a 5/5 flyer? Or do I just want to play Cursed Windbreaker? I have 12 cards. Kind of want this land, actually. Yeah, this is good. Because I can flip this up, and I can keep up Twist Reality. Alright. I can start flinging rooms as well. Next turn we'll have a ton of mana. We can start double strike. There's just so many options here. And we have the counterspell. Overlord's coming into play in 2 turns. We just need to be super careful with our life total. Fear of Isolation. Oof. Oh, that's really annoying. Yep. I mean, like, our path to victory is through our flyers anyways, so whatever. Nice sequence of draws, though, from the opponent, for sure. Do I want to keep that flyer in play? I have this coming in. This is a vigilance creature. That's fine. I gotta save my counterspell for something better, to be honest. Chainsaw. Great draw. I have a gazillion mana. What am I chainsawing? I think it's just going to be the flyer, honestly, because they have the Glimmerlight too. So let's kill Fear of Isolation. Chainsaw gets a counter. 3, 4, 5, 6. I can double strike? No, I just want to... 2, 3, 3 plus 5, 8. I have 10 mana. So 4 plus 6. No, I don't want to do that. Do I want to bounce anything? Okay, let's make a 6/6 flyer. Attack. Let's bounce it. Alright, let's get another big flyer back, I guess. Yep. This is looking excelente for us. We still have Counterspell available. We can make a couple of ginormous flyers. And then this plus Tunnel of Hate is 12, 13, 14 damage. I can also fling rooms. Glimmer is fine. We don't care about that. Basically, at this point, like, our whole plan is based around our flyers. So anything else is irrelevant. They almost certainly have some kind of removal spell for this flyer. We'll see. And I think that they probably know that we have a counterspell here, but there's just not... There's not too much you can do to play around it. Yeah, and then this just seals the game. I guess they have another card here, but yeah. Alright, that was a really good game. Our opponent had a really nice blue-white deck with a bunch of signpost cards in it. The Glimmer, the Tamer, solid removal. But we were able to get a lot of advantages. Paranormal Analyst, once again, drawing us so many cards. And we are now on the verge of a trophy. From 2-2 to 6-2 to 7-2, maybe? Okay, opponent on the play. My hand looks fantastic. We have a couple of 2-drops, 2 lands, Unnerving Grasp, Ticket Booth, Razorkin Hordecaller. So again, we're on the draw with 2 lands. All we need is land number 3. We did find land number 3, so this hand's fantastic. Definitely going to go Piggy Bank here, turn 2. As if they have some way to kill it, then I get a treasure. Also, this beats down harder. Spineseeker Centipede. Okay. Will you block? Will you not? It's fine. I get a treasure. This is actually quite interesting here, what I choose to play. Because if I play Smoky Lounge... Well, you know what? I can still play the Hordecaller. Never mind. Well... I mean, I feel like I should play Smoky Lounge. Again, it feels like one of those cards where, like, the earlier you play it, the better it is. Especially given that I have a Ticket Booth in my hand. Obviously, if they want to kill my Smoky Lounge with the Trapped in the Screen or whatever, that's fine. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is absolutely great. So we can just bounce this and play Ticket Booth. That's great. Tempo! Smoky Lounge doing some work. They keep looking at it. They're like, what do all these rooms do? I mean, if they replay the 4/4. Okay. And a Beastie, which doesn't do anything right now. Okay, so What do I want to do now? Let's go Meat Locker. They get to gain life. Oh no. But I think we'll be fine here. This is so much damage. Oh my gosh. Boom! We have a Soul Rager, which can be a 4/4. That's a Spineseeker Centipede. We have a lot of mana. We have the ability to Tunnel of Hate or just make a 4/4 flyer. A lot of great options. Depending on what they choose to play. Looks like they're going to... Oh, okay, just a long neck. Gain some life. Okay, so this is a big turn, of course. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a Soul Rager. Gosh, so many options. I think I want a Tunnel of Hate. It just makes this attack so good. And then I can attack with this as well. I guess they're just going to block everything. But honestly, trading the whole board here doesn't seem bad. Like, I know I have a Soul Rager. But I think this is still fine. They take 8 damage if they block the 2 cards on the left. I guess they take 6 damage. But keeping the board clear and with those obvious blocks is still pretty nice. I have the Soul Rager that I can use to fling rooms as well. My board is fantastic. If they kill my Horde Caller, obviously it's kind of annoying, but we still just have plenty more to do. We can play a 5/5 flyer. Looks like they have Delirium now. Green-white Delirium. All right, the Beastie can now block. So maybe we can find some interaction here. But remember, I can go Horde Caller plus Double Strike. So that was a good use of our mana there. And yeah, they're playing a ton of things. That's great. And they're gaining a bunch of life here too. If I draw a removal spell, it's just so good. I think I'm going to do this. If I draw land, that's also fine, right? Okay. How do I want to do this? I guess I can... Do I pitch the Analyst or do I pitch... Because I can Unable to Scream. But Analyst plus Ticket Booth seems really good. I think I just discard the Island here. Unless I choose to make a flyer here instead. Yeah. I guess we're going to play for a slightly longer game here. They're going to chump. But yeah, I'm going to play for a slightly longer game here. This is just such a strong combination, the Analyst plus Ticket Booth. So I want to lean into that. Because I could... The thing is, if they can find a way to kill my Horde Caller, then all of a sudden I just have nothing, right? So... I just feel like I need to have a little bit of that value going. All right, what are we going to hit here? Wow! That's amazing. All right. They have 3 cards in hand. What do they have? Like a Branch Snapper or something? That's fine. If they flip over a Branch Snapper, that's fine. And I think I want the Twist Reality in case they have something crazy. Just because I feel like I have a pretty decent edge here. Oh, they're just chumping. Okay. What is this? Other tap creatures you control have hexproof. Okay. I mean, we can certainly chump that with the 1/1. I can also just like block everything on the Cautious Survivor. Reluctant Role Model I do not care about. Baseball Bat is interesting. I'm going to counter that. Putting that on a Cautious Survivor is pretty annoying against my Razorkin Horde Caller. They only have 2 mana left, so... Sure. They're at 12 life. Is that a block I want to make? Sure. Okay, how much mana do I have? All right. Sure. Now let's crack a room. I guess it's the Meat Locker? Actually, I don't know. Maybe it was the other card. Alright, they're at 6 life. They are at 6 life. We have a Lethal Flyer. Spineseeker Centipede, okay. They have all the centipedes in the world. Respect. Respect. They have 1 card left that we don't know about. How are they going to deal with my flyer? Okay, well, let's see how this goes. Flood Pits. And then I have Unable to Scream on the Rescuer, I guess. If they have a jump scare or something, I don't know. Alright, let's pitch the mountain, and we got it done! Let's go! You know, it's nice. We got to rank up just a little bit. Hopefully we get close to Mythic before Foundations comes out, but that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. I told you, if I get a late Smoky Lounge, I am ready to move in here and draft an archetype that I basically almost never ever draft, because we've already proven that we understand this format. We know how to win with blue-green, blue-white, red-black, all the good color combinations, red-green, right? But what we haven't done is explore some of the quote-unquote worse archetypes, blue-red, blue-black, black-white, green-white, although green-white I'm not going to touch. But I think this deck ended up playing out pretty well. The Smoky Lounges were really, really solid because we just had enough rooms here. Just enough rooms, I want to say. Maybe one more would be nice. Maybe a Slimy Aquarium or something. But this just gave us plenty of things to do. This is nice because it ramps you. It lets you double spell on the following turn, right? If you have a hand with Smoky Lounge plus Ticket Booth, you play the Smoky Lounge. Next turn, you go land Ticket Booth, and you can play another 3-mana card, which was great. Paranormal Analyst was an absolute all-star here with 2, 3, 4, 6 ways to manifest. This card's obviously good. Obviously always good with manifest. Decent interaction here. Triple Unable to Scream. This is the type of deck where Unable to Scream really shines because Rooms decks typically tend to have late game inevitability just because you always have plenty to do in the late game with all your rooms. So you just want really cheap, efficient removal spells to survive to the late game. That was the one issue. I think that was that was something that I think a lot of people were doing incorrectly with the Rooms deck. They were literally just saying, oh, does it say room? I'm going to take it. It's like, no. Is it, oh, does it say early removal? You take that first. Then you take the rooms. Because you need to survive so that you can activate your Tunnel of Hates, activate your Drowned Diners, and activate your Misty Salons. But hey, trophy here. Nice little blue-red deck. What's next on the menu? Who knows? I'm not going to force anything like I said, but now I will be keeping an eye out for some of those signpost cards to try to move into archetypes, whereas before I was heavily biased against going into black-white or blue-black or anything like that. But if it's pretty clear that it's open, then I will move into those archetypes to try to showcase some of the other ways you can win in Duskmourn draft. But hey, very, very happy with this trophy. Hopefully we can keep the trophy train going in tomorrow's video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Additionally, check out tcgplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to pick up those cards, make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. Things like deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and more. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Man, it does feel good to be back in the streets of Duskmourn. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.